I welcome you to this session of ISO 9001 2015, and today we are going to talk about clause number 8, operation. And under this, clause number 8.1, operational planning and control. So today we are going to discuss operational planning and control, clause number 8.1. And as usual, I will first of all read out the requirement as given in the standard, and then we shall be discussing it in detail. So clause 8.1, operational planning and control. The organization shall plan, implement and control the processes, C 4.4, needed to meet the requirements for the provision of products and services, and to implement the actions determined in clause number 6, that is planning, by A. Determining the requirements for the products and services. B. Establishing the criteria for number 1, the processes, number 2, the acceptance of products and services, and C. Determining the resources needed to achieve conformity to the products and services requirements, and D. Implementing control of the processes in accordance with the criteria, and E. Determining, maintaining and retaining documented information to the extent necessary. Number 1, to have confidence that the processes have been carried out as planned. Number 2, to demonstrate the conformity of the products and services to their requirements. The output of this planning shall be suitable for the organization's operations, and the organization shall control planned changes and review the consequences of the unintended changes, taking action to mitigate any adverse effects as necessary. The organization shall ensure that outsourced processes are controlled. See para 8.4. So this is what is given in the standard, and let us discuss it in detail now. See, the organization has to carry out the planning. For carrying out any work, the very first step is the planning. You might have heard about PDCA, plan, do, check, act. So the very first thing is the planning. And in planning, the organization has to plan, and not only plan, then implement that plan and control the processes needed to meet the requirements for the provision of products and services. So whatever are the requirements of the products and services, they need to be achieved and made available so that the product and the service is acceptable to the client, is acceptable to the customer, and to implement the actions determined in clause number 6. Clause number 6 is planning, and those actions have to be taken care. Now A says determining the requirements for the products and services. Now while we are doing operational planning and control, the very first aspect is to determine the requirements for the products and services. What are the requirements for those products and services which we are going to render or supply to our customer? So this may include the requirements spelled out by the customer, requirements as stated by the organization, the regulatory requirement and any other requirement. So there are several requirements which have to be taken care, and nothing should be left out. So the very first thing is determining the requirement for the products and services, and these requirements have got to be properly documented so that the people who are producing the products or supplying or providing the service, they are clear about what is to be provided to them, provided by them. Okay, now we go to B, establishing criteria. This is the second step. Establishing the criteria for the processes, and number two, for the acceptance of the products and services. So what is the criteria for our processes that we shall be carrying out for churning out the products, for producing the products, and for providing the service? So the criteria for the various processes, what parameters have to be achieved, what we have to take into account, and how the processes have to be carried out. So the processes is the very first thing. And second thing is acceptance of the product and the services. Criteria for acceptance of the products and the services. So what are the various characteristics which have to be achieved? What are the total criteria which have to be fulfilled so that the products may be finally accepted and offered to the customer? And same thing goes for the services. The services, what service has to be provided, what are the various criteria to be fulfilled during provision of the service, that has to be properly understood and documented so that it is achieved before the product or the service is handed over to the customer. Now C is determining the resources needed to achieve conformity to the products and services requirements. Now this is also part of the planning. Resources we may consider elsewhere in some other para, but determining the resources is also operational planning. So determining the resources, what resources will be needed to achieve the conformity of the product for carrying out the various processes, and what are the service requirements. So everything has to be clear to us and it must be properly documented. Now D, next is implementing controls of the processes in accordance with the criteria. Now the criteria has been already stated, the procedures have been written, the work instructions are available, and the processes are being carried out. Now implementing the control of the processes in accordance with the criteria. We have to ensure that the processes through which we are manufacturing the products or providing the service, the control of the processes in accordance with the criteria is properly implemented. That means while rendering the service or while producing the product, the criteria is fully met. Whatever is the criteria set by us and it is in documented form, it has to be met properly and fully before the product can be handed over to the customer. Now we go to the next point E, determining, maintaining, retaining documented information to the extent necessary. So whatever processes we are carrying out, each and every aspect of that, the criteria and to what extent we have fulfilled it, and what are the quantities, what drawings have been followed, everything has got to be properly documented. Because unless it is documented, we will not know what was done. So records are the proof of carrying out the process in the manner in which we had planned it. So therefore, determining, maintaining and retaining the documented information to the extent necessary. So the organization has to spell out what records have to be maintained, in what formats the records are to be maintained, what is going to be the life of those records, and they have to be maintained properly so that they can be referred back. And why these records? To have confidence that the processes have been carried out as planned. The records will provide the confidence that the processes have been carried out as we had planned them. And number two, to demonstrate the conformity of the products and services to their requirements. The records will speak for themselves and prove that whatever we have achieved is definitely meeting the specified requirement, and then only the product is passed or approved for handing over to the customer. And the same thing goes with the service, that while carrying out the service, the requirements are fully met and carried out, and the criteria is met, and the records are maintained accordingly. Okay, the output of this planning, this operational planning and control, the output of this operational planning and control shall be suitable for the organization's operations. It goes without saying, it has got to be suitable, otherwise the whole thing goes haywire. Otherwise, the whole planning is not fit. So, the output of the planning has to be suitable for the organization's operations. This goes without saying. The organization shall control planned changes and review the consequences of unintended changes. If any planned changes are carried out in the procedures or work instructions or processes, then they shall be reviewed, and the consequences of unintended changes, if any, carried out while carrying out the operations, if any unintended changes have been carried out, they shall be reviewed by the competent authority and then incorporated into the procedure or the method. So, the organization shall control the planned changes and review the consequences of the unintended changes, and taking action to mitigate any adverse effect as necessary. If there is any adverse effect because of the changes, then those changes will be reconsidered, and the procedure shall be corrected accordingly. The organization shall ensure the outsourced processes are controlled. So this is also a control which is necessary, because there are certain processes which we are not carrying out within the organization, or it is not carried out by the people, by our own people. So we outsource. So any outsource activity has also got to be, we have to ensure that the outsourced processes are duly controlled. That means the specified criteria is fixed, and proper inspection and monitoring is carried out, and we make sure that whatever is done through outsourcing is meeting our requirement, is meeting the specified requirement, and the products and services, they are going to be acceptable to the customer. So, and record of these things are also to be carried out. Record have to be maintained. So this is all in this para of ISO 9001 2015, para 8.1. And if there is any, I hope you have understood the requirement fully and completely. But if there is anything which is not very clear to you, please give your comment below this video and I will make it clear to you. I will clarify it, and if necessary, I can come out with another video if necessary. So there is nothing to worry about. If anything is not clear, please let me know. Give your comment below this video. And please do subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that whatever video I am loading, those videos reach you well in time without any delay. And if you are liking my videos, please give me a thumbs up, please give me a like, and also share the video with your friends and colleagues, and I'll feel very happy if you do so. Thank you all very much, and we meet you on the next class in the next video on next Sunday. Thank you all very much, and bye.